show you a very easy trade here. This is a day trade on the German DAX. At the moment it's just coming up to 1:44 in the afternoon, and it's Tuesday. I think it's the 8th today. Yeah, Tuesday the 8th of January. Now you can see a 10-minute chart here, and what I wanted to do is just demonstrate the importance of having target points. So whenever you enter in a trade, always know where your target point is going to be. Now, the longer the trade is open, the more chance it has to reverse back again. All right, because it's like pinball. It just likes to hit certain points before and gravitate towards certain points on the chart before it then starts to reverse. Now, a couple of points to make here is that if we go to the daily chart, what we can see on the DAX is that there is a reverse head and shoulders. So if it was the other way round, we would literally see the head and the neckline and then the shoulders either side. Okay, but in this particular situation, let's just make the chart a little bit thinner, and you can see there, this is the point here where the DAX is likely to gravitate towards. So this was around about the 10,974 area, and at the moment it's 10,895. all right, now potentially it could get that far within the next day, but I was aware this morning that this pattern was lining up, so I was bullish for the DAX. So this red candle was yesterday, so for Monday the 6th, sorry, Monday the 7th, and the market opened today. It dropped a little bit, but it then started to rally, and you can see this green candle here. This was all the, this is what's happened today, okay, but prior to that, all I actually saw was this shape lining up, and therefore I felt bullish to enter a day trade on the DAX. Okay, so that was the first thing to look at. But the second thing is the entry point and then the target, because we're bearing in mind we're day trading here, so we're looking to get in and out. So my entry was at 10,815, so I was looking for that breakout to happen. But where I knew the key target point was, not resistance 1, all right? You could have taken it at resistance 1 there, but then that's just amateur stuff. That's red herrings, really. That's what people that are new to trading will have on their charts, but it's just, you don't want to have what anybody else has got on what everybody else has got on their chart. You need to have something very different, which is why I have different support and resistance and trend lines on my chart, which is where you can see all these lines here. Okay, one here, and then this one here, which is a key target point for me. So you can see here, it's on the 10-minute chart, the entry point here, as it's just crossed through 10,815 with a target of 10,898. Okay, now there is a possibility that that could go even further, as I showed you on the daily, but we're just day trading, so I don't want to just keep the trade open for too long, because it could certainly reverse, and then we might get another opportunity to take it on the second phase back up again. Okay, so let's just have a look at the trade here. So my entry open level was 10,816, so let's go back so you can see 10,816. So just as it was crossing this line here, see 10,816 there, all right, the 10-minute chart, and my target point, limit level 10,898. Okay, so what I was looking for here was 80 yeah, 82 pips. Okay, 82 pips. So if we look at the profit at the moment, so we're pretty close to that now, aren't we? Yeah, it's not too far off. That can't be right, can it? That's 10898. Yeah, sorry, it's 83. Yeah, 83 pips. Is right. Yeah, 83 pips. The difference between 10816, 10893. That's yeah, 83 pips. Okay, so that was just simply putting that in as a target there. So what I'm going to have a look at is see, because I've had this ticket open, I want to just see whether that's been taken now. Okay, so I just brought up the trading statement, so you can see today that was the trade made 10816, and it had hit that limit order, which is 10898, and there's the profit on there. So I wasn't even here at all. I just saw the trade set up. Once I'd entered, put my limit order in, and then I've just come back, and there it is. So target hit. So if we go back and have a look at what the DAX is doing at the moment, now that it's banked the money for me, so that's banked in my account now. Very, very easy, simple trade, and it's a quick. Only tiny amounts of money all add up. 163 there, and that was just, that was just low hanging fruit, a low hanging fruit trade. So if we just looking back at the chart again here, you can see it's still hovering around that level, but the longer it goes on, the less chance it has of breaking through this 10898 level. Now what I shall show you is the reason why that appeared on here. So why was that a level of resistance? Why is that a target point for me to take profit? Why was I comfortable with the inevitability that the price, once it had broken through here, was going to go here? Why not somewhere else? You have to have that target point. Okay, so if I go back to, so it says on here 1 hour resistance. So I'm going to show you the 1 hour chart. Okay, so this is a 1 hour chart. The 1 hour chart, the previous high level was on Monday, and it hit there. So that was just testing that level before it pulled back. This was on Monday at 7 o'clock in the evening on the DAX. Okay, so it came, touched the level, and then it started to sell off again. Alright, so this morning this is where we saw that sell off. So it went as high as that on this 1 hour time frame. So look at what it now, it's hit that same level on this 1 hour time frame. So not only did we have this bullish head and shoulders pattern, reverse head and shoulders pattern on the daily chart, my target was on a 1 hour time frame where the previous level had been hit, which is why this shows on here, why you should have this on your chart. Now another level that I have been looking for on here, which I could have left open a bit more to maybe perhaps get an extra 40 odd pips, is this trend line here, which is at 10941. Okay, so you can see joining the dots up, there's one, price fell, rallied, made a higher low than that one. Okay, rallied, hit this point here, so this is number 2, 1, 2, and so what we're looking for here is for the price to hit this line again. Okay, now this line may change. Okay, it may continue to incline. We may see this price come back and then give it another go. So it could come back here and then go. Alright, so we'll be looking for opportunities of buying on lows. So I'm happy here having taken 80 odd pips there to bank the money at this point rather than waiting for the price to start pulling back again. And the other things that's happened here longer term is the price has crossed into the buy zone, but as I said, it's all about, well, it is about risk and reward. So you've got to pick the places where you're going to take your rewards. The longer you hold on to a trade when you're day trading, very, very different to end of day trading, very different to stock trading, completely different ball game altogether. Okay, when you're day trading, you wanting to weigh up when to keep the winners running, when to enter, where your target point should be, and then looking for the reversals also. So this is a very, very, very easy trade to make. All the signals were there, and my entry point was a breakout through here. Okay, so breakout here, target point there, and you can see I took the profit, which, if we go back to that, was at closing 10,898. So I didn't even manually close that. I just waited for the price to hit that level of resistance, and then it immediately triggered a sell to close the trade at 10,898, which I'd already automated to happen this morning whilst I was out and about doing things. Okay, and I've just come back in and I've seen it gravitate towards that point, and as I've been talking to you, it hit 10,898, quickly closed the spread bet ticket, banked the money, and there you have it. Alright, so I just wanted to show you there the importance of not just entry, but where you take the profit in the most advantageous place, the most likely place, so the price to gravitate to, and then the place where it's most likely to be resisted. So potentially what we could see here is this coming back maybe to this line here. Okay, so we've got an opportunity, could even come back further. Okay, because there's different trend lines here where the price could pull back to, could pull back to there, could pull back to here, could even come all the way down to this trend line here. Okay, so if we look at this, there's another line, trend line here, level of support from here on Monday, so yesterday 11:30. This is a 10-minute chart here. It could pull back, touch this level, so it could come back and touch here somewhere. Could even pull back to 10,710, even though it's all the way at 10,896 at the moment. Nothing to stop it from doing that before it then continues its run. So go back to the daily chart. Still got this head and shoulders pattern, and as I said before, there's a high there, so at some point we could see a test of this 10,982. Alright, so that's just a lesson on the importance of knowing where to bank your profit and close the trade before it starts to eat up the pips that you've already made. You don't want to give them back once you've made them, but you don't want to obviously take the profit too early either. That's the key with trading, knowing when to take the money so the risk is off. Alright, okay, if you need any help with anything, you know where I am, just message me. You can get hold of me on by email, which is traders@financialtraderscafe.info, or Adam at learnhowtoshareshares.com.co.uk. Also, you can see me on the YouTube channel, Financial Traders Cafe channel. It's also all about financial education, so it's not just day trading, it's also buying individual stocks, etc. If you want to message me for anything, then you can also do so on Facebook. Alright, so if you are day trading, I hope this helps, If you need help with anything else, then just let me know. Okay, bye for now. Okay, so we're a few hours on now, and I just want to show you what happened afterwards after I closed the trade, and to emphasize and drive home this point that I keep making about knowing when you execute a trade where you're going to take your profit. Okay, you can't think about it later on, should I take the profit here, shan't I, and start fumbling around in the dark. You've got to know exactly where you're going to take the profit. Okay, when to let the winners keep running and running and running. Yeah, that's absolutely fine, but how long do you keep them running for? When do you close a trade? You've got to have a point, a target point. So a little bit earlier, as you saw, I took the profit at 10,898, so it was 80 odd pips, and what I could see happening was a reversal. This is what's happened. This is a 15-minute chart. This is what's happened at 4 o'clock. So you could see it drop to 10,837 from almost 10,900. Okay, so it did find resistance here and got pushed back down again. Okay, but what we're going to see now is how far it did drop to. Okay, so here we are. So this is the 10-minute chart. So there's that same resistance level. It did actually get did push through it. It did try to get as far as about 10,912 ish before it then dropped again from this resistance point. But look at where it did drop to. It fell to, in fact, it actually was lower than 10.8. It fell to about 10.797. So in fact, it fell by 100 pips from this target point. Okay. Now, had I been at my trading desk, I could have taken that reversal from here, because that was a good sell also. So where it's met resistance, that's a good point to actually take the reverse trade and sell. And potentially, if you let that run, you could have picked up anywhere to between 50 to 100 pips. It did drop as much as 100 pips. But can you imagine if I'd left that trade open, I hadn't automated to on the spread bet ticket for the profit to be taken here? Well, I wouldn't have been too happy, would I? Because I would suddenly be, from entry, I'd have been, 80 odd pips up, and then suddenly now looking at a deficit of 20 pips, literally, because I didn't take it at a key target point. And this is why, I mean, the latest that's come out now from IG is that 81% of traders lose money, and I think it, these, you've got to look at the fundamental reasons for that, and I think it is holding on to trades for too long and just not having the correct game plan. So it's all about getting the entry points right, yeah, but where you're going to take the profit before it starts to reverse. So again, just driving the point home, just re-emphasizing that point. Know where your target is, and then you can see, had I not taken it there, it dropped 100 pips. It's rallied a bit to 10,838, but I'm still there fumbling in the dark. What do I do? Because it did go to that point. There was my chance to take the money, and now it's at 10,838. What do? Just take a little bit of it there? Yeah, so I would have only taken, maybe 30 pips there instead of the nice 80 that I took. So, that is not, again, a nice position to be in. Better than there at 10.8, or even worse if it had dropped even further. Okay, but no, I knew exactly where I was going to enter, where to take the profit, and bank the profit. So I think that does get the point across now. If you like this, then please press the like button. If you've got any comments to make, then please comment. If you haven't subscribed to the Facebook group, then please do so, or YouTube channel. Lots and lots of free trading education. All right, take care. Bye for now.